So I figured I'd go ahead and make another one of these videos because, it's been a while since I do these. My name is Mississippi Gonzo, growing JK with bread corn, cryptids. How you doing? Channel OGs, how you doing? Any new people? Well, if you happen to discover this, well, welcome aboard. Stick around because this is going to be a long one. Put this on for background noise. That's what I do these videos for. It's just for you to listen to the background. So, what are we going to talk about? That's kind of the funny thing. I really didn't think this part through. I'm just doing another one of these videos because I enjoy making them. But yeah, Christmas time of day you're supposed to be enjoying with families. A lot of people don't have that luxury. Understandable. I understand how some of y'all feel. If you hear me sneeze, don't be alarmed. But these things happen. And by the way, I am free-rolling this because, I don't write scripts for none of these types of videos. I just go what's on my mind. But yeah, I do understand how a lot of young dudes feel. Because I was like that at one point. Whatever the case may be, I understand completely. There used to be a lot of traditions around Christmas time. People used to gather around to watch all the Christmas specials on TV. You don't see that anymore. It just kind of went to the wayside. I find it strange. Lots of things I find strange. And by the way, this is old footage, so, that's why I say use this for background noise. But it seems to me that there's been a kind of a loss going around as of late. Loss of traditions, cultures, whatever. I didn't really think this through. I'm just, like I said, I'm just rambling on at this point. But yeah, I think there's been like a loss of, you could also apply this to Halloween too. Because like I said, it's like in the last video I did, Holiday Season Blues. I probably should link these talk videos because, some of y'all enjoy them. But, I show y'all know. When I talk about, I go back to the Holiday Blues video that I made. Basically, there was that. There was, it's around this time of year, that's what it was. Around this time of year, there is this change that happens. A change that will make you fix what is within. A lot of people's problems can be solved just by going within and fixing that. What you thinketh in your heart, so shall it be. How true that statement is, you got to work on yourself. That's what this time of year does. It's always around this time of year. Especially like October 30th to midnight of January 2nd. Magic happens. So, you will confront some stuff that you have to adjust. You will have to fix. You have to, fix that trauma headlong. You will have to come to terms with it. Now, how you go about handling it, well, that's more on you. I cannot fix your problems. I'm just here to say, I'm just here to just say it how it is. Basically just be the guide. I cannot interfere in your life, as I am only a man. I can give you some advice, but that's really about it. You have to do the work yourself. And that's also something I do see a lot of these self-help channels. It's really just mostly peacock feather and chest bumping, and they all up close to the mic whispering into it, like they try to get intimate with my ears, and it's like, no. And to be honest, it kind of comes off as a prep talk, a motivational speech. And it's like, okay, motivation is fine, but what are you doing to get to that level? This is around this time of year where you have to face that trauma in order to go forward. Because if you don't face said trauma to go forward, well, You're going to be stuck where you're at. You don't have to stay there forever. I'm not telling you to bottle up your emotions and put it away. No, it's perfectly fine to feel emotion. Just beware of where you show it. Because you don't know that person that you might be opening up to. And there's a lot of dudes that they have opened up to their better halves, and, better half goes, off she goes into the wild blue yonder, or he, whatever you date, I'm not here to judge you on that. That's on you. But, skedaddling and all that, they done skedaddle for the wild blue yonder, and it's like, that's something else that I've also seen. It's like, I'm not sure why you would ignore your biological hardwiring. That's bizarre to me. But given how American society has become, it doesn't surprise me. Let's ignore damn near thousands of years of hardwiring and just oh, well, I know better than that. It sounds odd, but even then, it's starting to creep off in a lot of the native circles, which makes no sense to me. It's the reason why I walked the red road, and the red road did take me to somewhere magical. So in many ways, the red road just asks, the basic questions. I don't remember them I don't remember them right off the top of my head, but basically, this one actually does help. I throw in the extra question too. Would the Creator approve of it, and would my ancestors approve of it? If the answer to those questions is no, then I ain't doing it. That's also called discernment, which a lot of Christians do lack. But you see where I'm going with that. As, I have said before, I am Orthodox, so I ain't going to get into that. We're not going to discuss religion on here. I don't care to discuss religion with you, nor will I hear those arguments. Nobody wants to hear it. So, stop typing. But, moving on, the holiday seasons, it's just one of those things. Plus that a lot of guys are alienated, I understand that completely. Given that I am a native man, well, half native, I don't shy away from that. I never shy away from the fact that I'm mixed. So, why would that be a big issue? Well, to some people it is a big issue. I don't deny that I'm mixed for that reason. Is that I'm very proud of who I am. You must know who you are. And, in order to get to knowing who you are, you have to face said trauma. If you don't face said trauma, well, you're just going to be miserable. You're going to give yourself ulcers and all kinds of other crap. Your hair's going to start falling out. Your teeth are going to start rotting away. Because of all that bad energy you letting in. But, however, when it comes down to, like certain stuff, like energy-wise, there's energy around us. I mean, think about what you watch. There's a lot of people that they just watch the dumbest crap known to man, and it's like their energy's just like all the way down in the, it's low. And it's like, nah, I can't be near that. This person gonna make me stupid. Hell, they low IQ's gonna jump off on me. But, don't doom scroll. That could be counted. Don't doom scroll. Try to stay off the internet as much as possible. Because, however, I do post a lot of my stuff in advance, so I really don't care at this point. But you do have a lot of a loss of traditions. That's like this past Halloween, it was nothing. Like, when I cruised the street on Halloween, the last time I did it, this was before the pandemic happened, I was cruising around and there's like kids all over the place, having a good time, trick-or-treating, knocking on doors, TPing houses, throwing eggs at people's cars, doing the old dog crap in the bag, and knocking on the door and, lighting the bag on fire, running off. There was plenty of that going on, but that was like more towards, after the little trick-or-treaters went home. You know, that's when you really do all the pranks. It's like way late at night. It's like almost midnight. And it's like you shouldn't be wandering around the streets at night. This is more, you know, that's more geared towards my younger viewers. Don't roam the streets at night. Crazy people roam out there. Plus, there's all kinds of weird spirits and weird things that go on in the dark. These weirdos that run around after hours. I would say what my great-grandmother told me about that, but I'm not going to dare repeat it because it's not YouTube friendly. Well, anything that I could try to edit it, but it ain't that great. I'm trying to think. There was something else, and that was, trying to also type out stuff that my great-grandfather had also said. Well, that's kind of fun to do, considering that it was so R-rated and ain't even funny. But, you know, that was a different time period. You know, I'm not going to discuss that either. But the big one that I would say, you know, about traditions, you know. Oh, yeah, back to the story about cruising around Halloween. But, you know, I'm sorry I went off on a little tangent. I'm just trying to fill out time. Because this is going to be like a roughly 25-minute video. 25 minutes. But anyway. Cruising the streets on Halloween. You know, all the kids having fun, talking, you know, meeting their friends. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? We trick-or-treating down here. And then all of a sudden, you know, flash forward now, because, you know, that was back in 2018, because, like, I kind of went insane around 2018, and I went and hid out in the woods for a while. Yeah, not going to just say what happened. Only a handful of y'all really knew what was up, so I went and hid out in the woods. I lived off the grid, came out of the woods, and didn't even realize that there was a pandemic going on. But then fairly recently, on Halloween night, I'm cruising around and the streets are barren. It's like, what happened to trick-or-treating? I look at that now and it's like, there's no Christmas traditions either. People ain't putting up Christmas trees anymore with the family. But, you know, then again, everybody works now. They was going like that. He was even heading that way long before that. Because I started to see this stuff happening. It's like less and less and less and less people were doing all these traditions. And it's like, this is the whole point of the family unit. But, you know, the family unit's just going to be a thing of the past. Given how messed up everything's gotten. You know, you could say a lot of it is a spiritual problem. I would agree with that, but it's also a lot of other things too, which I have not thought through yet, because, you know, I'm still studying it, which is understandable. But you got all this stuff that's happening with modern society, to the point it's like, it's ever sick. That's what it is, it's ever sick. Now, you do have other, like traditions. When I say traditions are to be upheld, you know, like wholesome, fun family traditions, yeah, that's to be upheld. Because that stuff you do, and it's, you know, just passed down year after year after year to generation, and the cycle continues. We ain't going to have that. It's going to be gone. What is that thing? You will own nothing and you will be happy? It's like everything I said back in during that live stream in Dallas came true. I wish my old channel was still up. I wish that channel never got deleted. Because there was so much knowledge on that channel that is now lost. But, at the same token, I can rebuild from that because, A, my views have changed over the years. Which happens. You get older, your views change. I understand a lot of young guys want families and all that, but yeah. You know, I'm not here to, you know, give you any rah-rah speeches and all that. You know, I'm not here to give you any of those rah-rah speeches and all that. But if you genuinely want it, then go for it. Just be careful of who you lay up with. Because, hey, you don't want to be forming bonds with people that you're going to be stuck to for the rest of your life. And a kid is one of those bonds. And do be careful of what you, you know, getting involved with. Because you can catch, you know, diseases, demons, debt. The 3 Ds. I ain't even going to go into that. No, that's a whole nother topic. No, 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 Gonzo, no. Let's not go off into that. That's a bit of foul ball territory. But yeah, these types of things happen. I am going to release another video on January 1st about, New Year's resolutions. So, do watch out for that. But it's just a lot of weird stuff going on. It's like the more people drift away from what makes them them, the more hollowed out and the more empty they get, I guess you could say. It's like they're not even themselves. It's like walking amongst the living dead. It's like the Walking Dead. And I'm not talking about crackheads or zombies either. It's like everyone's a mindless drone. I would say that we are living in kind of a dystopia. Because think about it, in dystopias, only those in power still have traditions and all that stuff. That's just kind of my thing on it. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't take my word as the gospel truth. Do not worship anything I say. Do not. Just don't. I have to make that distinction clear because some people tend to, they just start, worshiping the ground you walk on. It's like, no, don't worship me. I'm just another guy with a YouTube channel, doing stuff like this, which I am going to be doing IRL content. Because it's what I enjoy. I enjoy making all types of content, regardless if it's, gaming or IRL. That's just something I've always done, gaming and IRL, which I'm actually going to be doing it right this time. Not make it quite so ghetto as hell. Understandable, the cameras are better, the cameras on our iPhones are better now, but, I want to make fishing content. That's what I want to do. I want to make fishing content. Fishing, hunting, outdoorsy type content, build some project vehicles and all that sort of jazz. All that jive. Jive turkeys. That's something else too. I mean, we did say this in a GTA video, which got uploaded fairly recent, and that was, how so many dudes are trying to latch on to so much masculine stuff. Or stuff that is associated with masculinity, and they end up making themselves look very insecure. And it's like, that doesn't make you any more masculine than the guy down the street. If anything, it just makes you look insecure. If you're trying to latch on to stuff that is so masculine, and then the only really thing you do is just make yourself insecure. Because, some guys do that. And yes, if you've been paying attention to this whole little gaming video that I just used for backdrop, well, you notice that I'm speeding. Which I'll probably be doing some of that because I just got the wheel set up. I'm finishing, putting it on the wheel stand. And I'm probably going to test it out with diesel. Probably by the time after this goes up. Because I am trying to expand other content. I would like to get back into flight sims again, because I've always enjoyed flight sims. Not necessarily using a controller, because the first time I ever played with a flight sim, was with a joystick, and that was actually fun. Joystick and the hand throttle, those were fun. But anyway, like I said, this is a magical time of year. You will confront some stuff. You must go within and do all the shadow work, as some of these people put it. You have to go within, fix yourself. Like I said, I can't tell you how to do that. I'm just here to be the point. I'm just here to say, go that way. I'm just here, as the guide. I'm just the guy holding the lantern saying, hey, come follow me. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. Even then, I've always said, I don't really care if this channel ever blows up. I'd rather be a broke YouTuber than be a miserable social influencer, social media influencer. That's what it is. I'd rather be a broke YouTuber than a miserable influencer. Because take a look at all those guys that are at the top. With the exception of a few of them, most of them are miserable. I can only think of a handful of people that are genuinely happy because they know what makes them them. That's the other thing too. You got to know what makes you you. You got to go within and address that trauma and say, whatever it may be, you got to fix your trauma. You got to heal from that, because if not, you're going to be stuck way down there at the bottom. And then you got to do all the other stuff too. Of course, traditions are going to come back. Will they come back in this time frame? I hope to be an old man and then just look back and go, yeah, the traditions have come back. But hey, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, baby steps first. I don't know what the year 2025 is going to hold. I'm not a foresight seer. I hope it goes well for everybody. I hope it goes well for you that are for the OGs that are watching, the new people that have just subscribed in the course of 2024 that are watching, and all that. But, I'm going to do the whole 2024 New Year's resolution video sometime. But other than that, hit the like button with a grip skiddly if you enjoyed, and please do comment down below. What are your thoughts? Let's avoid any hard topics. I don't get into any hard topic discussions and all that. Let's not go that way, alright? I don't want to have to be, going through comments because someone wanted to be trying to be a hard ass and they're, making themselves look like a real jackass. Don't be a dipstick in the comments. Just don't. But other than that, I do have links in my description for all other types of content that I do. You can also click on my channel and see where I do other types of content as well. Because I do everything from Grand Theft Auto, simulators. I do a lot of retro stuff. But anyways. And also, do smash the subscribe button today if you enjoyed. And please, do click the notification bell icon. Now, I say I'm going to try to live stream, but I never seem to get around to it. But, and oh yeah, this is also where I get into some smooth backing up action. And I was playing this with a controller. I'll just say this, American Truck Simulator has come a long way. That has definitely come a long way. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that's happening, and that's me driving like a dipstick. I was still trying to get used to the controls. But, I will have this wheel set up by then, and I will be doing some stuff with Diesel. So it's going to be wild, because Diesel's the newest member of the Ghost Yard. He came along like right after the channel had gotten taken down. Well, actually, he came along right as my old channel had just got taken down. So he's ecstatic to do a video with me because he watched me. He watched the Dual Joyride films, but I'm going to stop talking now. Yeah, just watch me back this big mamma jamma up in there, which was not a fun thing to do. Believe me, this backing this thing up with a controller was not easy. Which, by the way, some of y'all are asking, are you going to have the shifter rigged up for it? No, I actually have to go get the ATS shifter. I have to actually grab an ATS shifter in order to do that. But it is what it is. Sorry about that, I had to yawn. Because it is 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday as I'm filming this. I just got back from doing something. I don't even remember what it was I was doing. I was just doing something. But other than that, y'all have a great day and a balling weekend. And remember, don't do anything stupid. And be sure to stick around for more of these little, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, a.k.a. Red Corn Talks videos. Don't let the holidays get you down. Just don't. This is, they call it the most wonderful time of the year for a reason. It doesn't have to be miserable for you. It legitimately doesn't. But it's all up to you where you stand. I hope this helps you out. To whoever's watching, I hope it helps you out. So, thank you, and good night wherever you are.